Hello everyone. Welcome to another live here with Ray O'Daniel. I'm kind of excited here to bring you another cool AI feature that you may not have heard about. It's something that it's not huge, but if you have been dealing with conversation AI at all here recently, you would have realized that there's been sort of a really big change in the conversation AI setup. I'm going to cover that a little bit today, but primarily what I want to do is focus on brand voice, a new feature that Highlevel has just released here over the last month or so, and they have integrated it directly into the conversation AI bot. So you have to know what this thing is in order for you to configure at least the basic conversation AI bot. So right now what I want to do is just check real quick, make sure we're all good. Give me just a second. Hope everybody's doing well here. Cool, looks like we are good to go. Looks like everything is up and functioning. Awesome. Okay, so right now we're going to be talking about brand voice here, kind of what it is, why Highlevel created it, its purpose, things like that. But before we get started here, some of the things I do want to make sure that you are aware of. Highlevel has been really pushing AI, as you may or may not have known if you've been getting emails from Highlevel, but they are having what they call the summer of AI. They're really pushing their AI features. They have a lot of new stuff, and now they finally got everything integrated and on the same page that I'll explain to you here. Kind of a little bit that we talked about, I think last week, about knowledge bases, but we'll cover that slightly here. But they're pushing AI, and they're pushing it to the point where they actually have a promotion right now. If you're interested in signing up, there's a link in here for a 30-day, sorry, not 30-day, for 3 months, you get 50% off the Highlevel plan that you want. So that's a great way to get started. In there, there is a link in there for the summer promo. If you don't necessarily want to sign up for right now, again, keep in mind there's some caveats to this. Let me go ahead and hop over here and take a quick look so we can see what's going on here. So right now, this is the summer of AI promotion. It does end in 4 days, so there is going to be a limited time frame. By the way, just to let you know, Highlevel really only does this on Black Friday and Cyber Monday kinds of specials. This is when they typically run their half off or 3 month special, but they're trying something new here over the summer. Now here's the caveat to this. With the summer savings, you do not get a trial. So just please help understand that. If you want to convert, if you're already in a trial or something like that, or if you want to sign up under me, and I'm going to have a ton of benefits for you here if you do want to sign up under me. But right now, the 3 months is again for signing up immediately. So you will have to end your trial if you want to be able to get the savings. But I believe if you've already signed up and already under trial and would like to move over to the summer savings, you would have to contact support and do that. And make sure you use my affiliate ID. It's just right here, Ray O'Daniel. It's in the link in the description below. But guys, I just want to make sure that that you are aware of that. And so this is a great promotion that they're having. If you don't necessarily want to sign up, perfectly fine. I'm just here to let you know what's going on. There is another deal that's going on. I wouldn't say deal, but this is where they're talking about the summer of AI. This is another AI benefit that they're giving you. You do get 30 days free of AI. Once you sign up, you will get a 30-day free of just using the AI features. Again, if you want to implement this, you're going to have a paid account for this one here. They won't let you run trials and then run the 30-day free AI, I believe, at the same time. So this is something else that they actually have, and you can also take advantage of this free AI if you sign up here. So if you do sign up with the summer savings, you can combine that with the free AI for 30 days. Those two do work together. So just want to make sure that you're aware of that. But right now, if you are interested, this could be a good savings for you to hop on and get this stuff done. Again, these links are in the description below, or in the video description here, so you feel free to take a look at those. So right now, I want to hop over here and just want to take a look. We don't have any questions right now. Take a look and let's hop into the brand voice setup. Sorry about the noise behind me here. I've just got some people running some stuff here, so I apologize for that. I'm trying to speak up just a little bit. But okay, so right now, one of the things, if you look at this, I ran across this probably a couple weeks ago, something like that, when I was trying to build some practice conversation AI agents and do some testing. And when you come here to the conversation AI, if you try to create a new bot, whichever one you try to create, it comes up with this wizard. And the very first thing it's going to give you is this new brand voice. And I mean, if you're not familiar with that, you're going to be like, what is this? I mean, what is brand voice for this one? So right now, what Highlevel has been trying to do here, brand voice really has to go back to how Highlevel writes text or writes communication. Again, this is a texting, writing type of feature. What kind of tone, what kind of style, what kind of things should it include in there? Basically, it's a way of training AI for when you write text. And I'm going to show you a few places in here where brand voice is actually used inside of here, but one of the biggest places is conversation AI, because conversation AI does, in a sense, write things back to people. They write it to the chat bot, they write it to Facebook, they write it to Instagram, all of those channels, if you can remember, that are configured using conversation AI. And if we pop in here and just take a quick look at one of these, if you take a look, all of these channels that you see right here, all of these, in a sense, conversation AI writes the conversation out. Well, one of the things about that is, how do you control the tone, how the AI is written, and to have a common frame of reference and communication across everything that you write? Not necessarily from conversation AI, but this also includes things like, I believe it's integrated into funnels AI. So your funnels that you have, it's integrated into the content AI. So whenever it writes posts for you or generates text, it will use the brand voice feature if you'd like to. You could toggle it off if you want, but it will use the brand voice feature to sit back and at least have an idea of your business objectives. As a matter of fact, that's a great segue into hopping over and taking a look at the brand voice. Now, here's where they kind of put this at. They've actually put this over into marketing. And up here, if you take a look, under brand boards. Now, for those people that may not know brand boards, this is something that's actually been out for months now. But brand boards is a way of actually incorporating all of your brand colors, your brand fonts, and things like that you normally would use inside of Highlevel, so that it can make that readily available whenever you're writing. So you don't always have to go find your specific font. Go find your exact text color and copy it in to create custom colors. Those colors are automatically there for you when you create a brand color. Now, again, if you just take a quick look at this, this right here, just, it has the logos that you're commonly going to be able to use, so you can access those fairly quickly. All of your colors, and these aren't necessarily my colors, I just created them, but you can add any amount of brand colors that you want in here, and then those colors are now available inside of your funnel, your website builder, your email builder. Whenever you go inside of the color picker, there's now an option for brand colors that allows you to choose the exact brand color, and all of that is nice and conveniently located. So that's been out for a while. Okay, but now what they've done is they've created this brand voice. Again, this is why they kind of put this here under brand boards, and they may end up moving it in the future, because brand voice is a relatively new feature that they've come out with. But for brand voice, what this is, we can just simply take a look at, open this thing up here. But all it is just information about your business, what it is, your business objectives, your customers, customer pain points, and things like that. Let's take a quick look here. I'm going to blow this up a little bit because this may be a little bit hard to read. So right now, again, keep this in mind with brand voices. You can create multiple brand voices and use different voices in different areas. Keep that in mind. So I'm going to kind of help you understand that a little bit later on. But if you have like one tone of writing that you want for your blogs, one tone of writing for your social media posts, maybe you might want another tone for people that go to your website. That right there could be a different brand voice that you actually use for that particular type of a chat widget. You could also have a different brand voice for replying to social media. So like anybody that communicates on Facebook or Instagram. Because keep in mind, those are different channels. So you could program conversation AI to look at Facebook and Instagram, and then with that conversation AI, you can have a whole different brand voice that communicates with them, completely different than people on your website. Doesn't have to be, but the possibility is there for you to be able to do so, the way Highlevel has set this up. But it just gives a brand name. And again, this could be your name, it could be whatever. This is a sort of a fake digital marketing company that I call DigiGlobal Agency. The type of business, this is what you would select. You just get a list of all the different options. Software company or something like that. Let's just see if you do software. Computer software store, software company, something like that. So you could choose whatever it is so that at least the AI system knows your business type, your company website, so that in the future it'll be able to use that information to send to people or send a link to people and things like that. Your email address, phone number, all your contacts. Now, I really wish they could have a button here or something, just to say, click here to import from your sub account. That way you don't have to type it all back in again. But again, I can understand it here. It's only a few fields that you have to fill out. But here's the big thing about this, is the tone. This is really what makes all the brand voices going to be different here with regards to Highlevel. So right now we have all of these different tones: professional, friendly, trustworthy. So again, I'm sure they're probably going to end up adding more and more to this as time goes on. But here's what we have to start. So one of them could be friendly, another one on your website could be professional, and so forth. Now, if you take a look here, there are a couple of these red stars right here. If you take a look, this little red asterisk, these are required fields when you're dealing with the brand voice. So notice one of them is the brand name. You're going to have to put in a brand name. Here, if you come down, you don't have to put any of your phone number or website. You don't have to do that, but that's just more information that you're being able to provide to the AI to respond in case somebody asks you for it or something like that. That information is available for AI to respond back to you. So again, the tone is required, and again, the target audience is required, and the customer pain point is required. Now, this is a sample. This is not one of the ones I'm going to go over specifically. I just want to show you some of the points about this one, and I have another one that I kind of built already for us that kind of explains a little bit more about each one of these. But the target audience, who are you targeting? Small business owners. It could be landscape owners. It could be dentists. It could be any number of things. But if you take a look here and remove that, notice Highlevel gives you a nice little thing. Describe your ideal audience: young professionals, small business owners, things like that. So that's one of them. What are their pain points? Okay, so again, pain points are they overworked? Can they not afford a new employee? Are they just what sort of pain points are you trying to solve with your particular business solution? This is kind of where you would need to let the AI system know so it can make sure and incorporate those pain points in the right way. Okay, so here are a few things, and right now I think it'd probably be a good idea for me to hop back over to the one I've already filled out so we can at least take a look at that one. So this is one for DigiGlobal Agency, and anybody that is currently on right now, that if you want to take a look at, if you're a member of my channel, you can hop on and ask me questions here. But keep in mind, if you are not a member of the channel, then you will not be able to ask questions typically on lives. I keep those restricted for members only of my YouTube channel. If you want to join, it's a couple dollars a month, and you can sit back and ask questions. And I typically have one Q&A session a month that is just open up to your questions, your business, what it is. So it's going to be well worth it to you. But let's move on here, and here's the one I kind of filled out. So again, DigiGlobal Marketing Agency, put in the website, software company, just the email address. We're moving on here. Brand voice is just trustworthy. Here's what I've kind of got, and I spent a little bit of time and had ChatGPT kind of really go back and forth and help me with creating some of these, so I can at least give these to you in case you want to steal them. Feel free to take them. Now, I will keep this in mind here. This is one thing that I did check out yesterday. That right now, last week I talked about knowledge bases. Go back and take a look at that one, and we'll briefly look at that here as well. But knowledge bases are able to be included inside of snapshots. Well, I wanted to see if brand voices were in there too, and I didn't see them. Now, I haven't gone through a full test of importing it to see if maybe they're hidden and maybe they're just not displayed, but for right now, I didn't see a position in the snapshot list that brand voice actually gets carried over. So this is something, unfortunately, that anytime you create a new account, if you want to create a brand voice for somebody, which you would have to do if you want to at least create a conversation AI bot for them. Again, you'd have to do that if you want to build a website chat widget or something like that and have AI respond to it. You're going to need to do this. So this is one of those things where I'm saying here, take what I've got if you want, at least as a basis, work off of it, but you're going to have to recreate this every time. So having this maybe in a document where you just have like target audience, copy paste, customer pain points, copy paste, things like that. So anyway, moving on here, target audience, business owners who need help answering calls, replying to reviews, and booking clients automatically. So that's kind of what we're looking for when it comes to AI. These are the people that we're looking to be able to help. And this is our sort of target audience. Customer pain points. Many business owners miss calls, lose leads after hours, struggle to reply to reviews, can't keep up with website inquiries, and can't afford to hire help or even find good help. So these are some of the customer pain points that, again, AI would end up using in the writing at some point to help express the pain points and why they should end up picking your AI service. Now, keep this in mind. We are sort of talking about building an AI agency type of thing. So right now, this is kind of what this is geared toward. If you are gearing towards something else, if you're doing like reputation management, then this would be completely different. Okay, your target audience would be different. This would be different. So again, I'm talking specifically because Highlevel is doing their whole summer of AI. I'm trying to focus completely on the AI features and how they all integrate together and how you can use the AI systems in Highlevel to make money. And I will go over and actually show you my snapshot as well. If you're not familiar with that, for all my affiliates that sign up with Highlevel with me, or if you're already an affiliate, you already get my snapshot, and it's almost like I keep adding more and more to it. I mean, it's just so exciting that I'm keep building and building on this thing. I keep adding more and more, but I will go over that a little bit after we talk about the brand voices here. So again, I just want to make sure this is for AI. So brand promise, turn every missed call, review, and website visit into a customer automatically. So that's again a brand promise. Now, whether or not we can fulfill that, hopefully the whole goal is being able to answer and respond to people to turn them into a customer. So here's one of the things I thought was rather interesting in here is, I'm going to go ahead and remove this real quick to show you the text underneath. Oh, sorry. So here's where it says, highlight what your brand opposes. This is, I thought I had to look at this like 2 or 3 times for brand values. So it's not asking like what your brand values. It's saying, what does your brand oppose? So I thought this is kind of interesting. This is kind of a negative on the brand value. So instead of saying what you do, you discuss what you don't want. And somehow Highlevel is going to end up using that inside of the AI, which I thought was interesting. So here's where I put in, typically brand values that wouldn't make any sense. Like, we strive for poor customer service. We're all about missing phone calls and not answering customer inquiries. That's not really what we're doing here. So that's not really what I want to get across. I want to show you kind of what this is. And it just says, identify something your brand does not compromise on. Poor customer service. These are the negative things. So when you put this thing in here, make sure it's negative. It's not a positive, because that positive could be turned and used negatively and may not come out right when they write text in different places. Now, what does your brand do? This is kind of interesting. What is it that you do? What is your main goal? So again, this is just a small blurb. I don't want to just keep reading it. I mean, you guys can take a look at it here. But again, we help small businesses, owners automate customer communication with AI. And then we go through and go give a little bit more stuff. But that's kind of what the brand does. And that's what we're looking to do here with the AI voice in Highlevel. What makes your platform, what makes you better than competitors? Number one, we have an all-in-one platform. So you don't need to use 2 or 3 different tools. No one CRM here, different calendar system over here, potentially a different invoicing system. You can combine all those things together in here. So speed of implementation, scalability to grow your business. Number one, speed of implementation with my snapshot. This is no kidding. I'm not like trying to blow stuff, blow hot smoke here. But with my snapshot, you can easily get your business, at least a business, online, if you have a domain already, online, set up with a website, up and functional, easily within 1 day. Easily within 1 day, if not even a half a day. But I give it a day just in case you want to sit back and fine tune a few things, but I'll go over that. But easily, you get my snapshot, you load it, boom, the next day, you're up and running, and I've kind of got everything that you need, including email sequences and everything to start marketing your business and things like that. So again, these are some of the things that makes things different. What's your unique selling proposition? So let me scroll down here, up here a little bit. We use one powerful platform to handle calls, chats, bookings, and reviews, and so small businesses don't need multiple tools or apps. So again, that would be one unique selling proposition. You might have another. Risk of inaction. This is great. What is the risk? What are the possibilities? What's the outcome if you don't pick our service? You know, lost customers, missed business opportunities, less revenue, more time wasted doing repetitive tasks. So these are the things that a risk of inaction if they don't do this. So again, if you kind of look at all these different fields, now what you're really doing with this brand voice is giving AI a lot of good stuff that it can use to write your marketing stuff for you and be able to use these same things to convince people to have your service. Now again, here's another one, call to action. Finally, this is one personally that I would say, you know, actually put a link somewhere, like I have here, a link toward your booking call or something. If it's booking a call or, you know, whatever your call to action is, give it, you know, set up a phone call, call us here at this number, whatever it is, schedule a quick discovery call to see how our AI services can transform your business at this website link. So now if AI ever wants to sit back and say, you know, hey, if you're interested in having, in discussing our service, feel free, and it can send this link to schedule a discovery call here, boom. And now it can actually do that. So this right here is the cool thing about brand voice. And the thing about this is depending upon what you're trying to do, you can have different brand voices, again, for different things. So this is where you can build, you know, one brand voice maybe for AI, one brand voice for reputation management. Just saying, you could do those for either one of them. Now, I'm not going to save any of these, but I do want to sit back and at least show you that that's what brand voice is. Here's where it's located at. It is kind of hidden underneath this brand boards, because I think anything brand related, Highlevel is just trying to put here. And I'm sure they're going to come out with other stuff later. But one of the things I want to kind of show you is where are these things located? So I kind of showed you the first thing when I started out with Conversation AI. So I'm going to open this one up here. Or actually, let me just go back here to, to create a bot. And no matter which bot you pick, brand voice, this right here is going to be the option you have to select. So you see, I created more than once just to show you that you can create different brand voices for different bots, okay? And then go through here. By the way, guys, if you're interested, if you haven't been through the new Conversation AI, I'm going to pay attention here over the next week or so. I've created a whole new video going over all the new features that Highlevel's kind of really revamped this. Remember when we did with knowledge bases? That knowledge base feature was one of the ones that pulled out of Conversation AI. So they really work Conversation AI differently. Now it's a wizard. There's different options that you have afterwards. There's dashboards and other stuff that you can see of how a different bot executes and how many times it executed certain things. It's pretty cool. I'll have a whole other video about that coming out on my YouTube channel, so just stay tuned for that. But anyway, that's one place where you're going to see brand voice. Now let me hop into another place. So if you go to marketing, emails, templates, and I'm just going to open up one of these old things I was doing some work on. Let's just say I'm going to click in a text area. Now I'm going to come up here to this AI button. If you can't see it, I'm going to try to blow it up. Right here is where the AI button is. It's in different places depending upon where you're at inside of Highlevel, unfortunately. They don't have it all standardized yet. But if you click on this AI and you say generate with AI, now what you see is you get this nice little brand voice here. So now you can actually have the content AI being generated, but you can also choose here which brand voice you want to select when you're writing it, okay? So this is where, again, you can have the option of selecting it, and you're gonna see this in most places. So again, if you don't wanna use that, just simply toggle it off. But if you've ever gone in here before, you might have seen that little button and go, what is brand voice? I wonder what that is. Well, hopefully now after this video and this live, you'll be able to understand what that is. So here, that's one place. Where was the other place? If let me see, if I go to, let me see, sites, I think blogs, just deal with content AI. I know that was sort of content AI over there, but this right here is just sort of in a different area. The blogs, if you come into a blog area, then the AI is not on the toolbar. It's underneath these like little 3 dots here, and then there's this little icon right here that you have to select. So again, it's the content AI is in a different area, but when you open it up, you kind of get the same type of screen where you can choose multiple different brand voices. So this right here is again what you end up getting, and any place you end up using brand voice. This is I don't have a social planner configured on this one, but if you're inside of social planner, the same type of thing. If you're writing content AI or posts and things like that, using your brand voice there. But these are the places, and again, brand voice is all about, in a sense, writing text, communicating via text here. And let me see if I can pull that back up here, just so you can kind of make sure we see that. So just to be clear, define your brand's tone and messaging guidelines to maintain consistency in all written communication. Now, when you look at this, one of the things that you will not see brand voices in is voice AI. Okay, voice AI is going to be completely different because that's not written communication, that's oral communication. So again, controlling that, they don't really have a setting right now for it. I mean, other than just adjusting some of it, but this is for written communication, which is why you're only seeing this in conversation AI, the blogs, the content AI, funnel AI for generating content on funnels and websites and things like that. So hopefully you've at least found this particular bit useful. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. What I'd like to do is just come over here and show you some of the things that if you guys want the snapshot that I have, some of the things that are already in here, and if not, then this is something that you could buy. The snapshot link is also in the video description. So if you've already have an account, you want to buy it, but if you're an affiliate, this is the best thing. Just click here and download it. This is pretty cool. But you could do the exact same thing. You can build this yourself if you wanted to. This took me quite a while to kind of get this up and going, but again, I just want to show you the pieces so you can write down and build these yourself if you want to. Because again, this is where if you're ever looking to start an AI agency, these are going to be the easiest things to actually sit back, if you had all these in one place, to just load them and to kind of get started very quickly. Now, just kind of moving forward here, I don't really have any standard ways of going across everything. I'm just going to go down the link here and look at calendars. Now, from here, right now we've got a couple of different calendars. One of them is a demo AI employee calendar, and what this is, if you guys want to, I highly recommend, if you're going to be selling AI inside of Highlevel, to build a demo. Number one, if you're going to be selling AI, you should automatically have the AI Unlimited package. $97 a month, you get all the AI employee features, unlimited, per sub account for the month. Now it says per sub account. Now inside the sub account, you can have as many voice AI agents as you want. You can have as many phone numbers as you want. All of that stuff running, and AI answering all of it under this unlimited brand. So just keep that in mind. So one of the things you could do is you could build an entirely different demo system that allows your clients to be able to demo what AI employee is, call in a phone number, deal with the practice line, schedule an appointment, see how that system works, and then discover for themselves, wow, this is pretty cool. I want this in my business. Let me click here and schedule a discovery call, which again, the discovery call, this is a live calendar that handles all of your inbound discovery calls. So that's one of them. For Conversation AI, I do have just a simple website chatbot. We also have a live chat widget that's already created. They're just pretty basic pieces, but they're already connected there. All you have to do is just customize them for whatever you're looking for, and then they work. One of the biggest things right here is the knowledge bases. One of the things that we talked about last week on the live, where these are about 12 different knowledge bases that I have already pre-configured in here. So if you want something, at least a base knowledge for massage therapists, dentists, nail salons, plumbers. So these are files that I've already had compiled of all different types of frequently asked questions and things like that that would be able to be programmed into AI to be able to respond at least to basic questions. And of course, if you ever get clients in here, you'd probably want to go in and customize this file or add additional frequently asked questions to the knowledge base to fine tune it even further to program voice and conversation AI. Now keep in mind, if you're not familiar, if you haven't attuned to the last week on the knowledge bases, this is where you can come into for your bot training, and you can actually select your knowledge base here. So you don't need to go through and program any of that stuff anymore. Once you have the knowledge base configured, you just come here and say, I want to give this a dentist knowledge base. Click save, and now it has base knowledge about general dentistry questions that it can automatically answer right off the bat. So you can get an AI bot conversation, website chat, voice AI chat up very quickly. Now, that was just one of the benefits of using this, that I did have about a dozen of those knowledge bases already pre-built. Now, there are 2 voice AI agents on here. I have 2 because you would need 2 phone numbers for this. One of them is your business line, and that's the business AI agent, and the other one is your demo AI line. Now, your demo AI line, I'll show you what the website template looks like that I built, but it's on your website. You can also include that in your email marketing, which I have a whole other, I think 22 email campaign already pre-built inside of here to start doing cold email out to people. And all you have to do is go in and change a couple of custom values for this. And I'll show you that as well. But the demo AI agent, if you're clicking on this, then you can simply come in here to agent goals and select whatever knowledge base here you want as well. So again, for the demo or for your business, just simply select a knowledge base, and the AI is programmed. It's already done, because AI already has the knowledge base already learned and configured. All you're doing is say, this voice AI agent, I want to assign to this knowledge base so that it's smart enough to answer those questions. And now that line is up and going. So that, again, is where the speed of implementation is. If you just drop these in place and you just said, okay, here's a phone number, you would have to buy like 2 phone numbers, come in here, assign a phone number to this demo agent, assign a phone number to the other demo agent, to your business AI agent, and boom, you're up and running. Now, the great thing about this demo agent is that you don't need A2P certification. You don't need to wait for that in order for this to work, because A2P is only for outbound texting. Okay, and here all you're doing is receiving phone calls and sending out emails when you book appointments and things like that. So again, you can get A2P certified, but you don't have to be in order to use this, which means you can go get activated. You buy a phone number, choose the phone number here, and boom. That's like 5 minutes later, your voice AI bot, your demo system is ready to go in 5-10 minutes. That's how quick this is. So again, there's 2 voice AI agents that are in here. Let me see. Under contacts, I do have a few things like whenever you're doing the nurture sequence, which there's a bunch of workflows in here for that, but anybody that you currently have in the email nurture sequence will show up in this smart list here. If they're not in the nurture sequence, these are people that you're going to be adding to the nurture sequence. Then you can come here and select this smart list, choose 100 people, 200 people from this list, add them to the new customer nurture sequence in the email campaign, start that, and now those people move from here over to in nurture sequence. If anybody ever calls your demo line, that's automatically tagged. So part of that, whenever they call the demo line, there's workflows that fires. It gathers their name, phone number, email address, because that's what the voice AI does, and it's going to sit back and tag them as an AI demo user. And that makes it very easy to sit back and say, hey, if these people called in and listen to the AI demo, then they're probably very interested in getting a phone call. And the nice thing about that phone call, it's not a cold phone call. It's a warm phone call, meaning you can call them back up and say, hey, John, this is Ray from DigiGlobal Marketing Agency. Hey, I noticed you went through and checked out our demo line. What'd you think about that? Think that's something that your business could benefit from? Could we schedule a time to go over a little bit more in depth about what your blah, 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 and just that kind of warm conversation, because they already took action for you. So now you can sit back and have a warm call for that. Again, if you're sending out emails, here's everybody that opened up your email, because obviously, people that do your demos are like hot clients. These are people that are really interested. People that opened up your email at least saw your message. So those may be people you go after next. And then people that actually clicked your discovery button call. If they clicked on the button in your email sequence to say for email discovery, those people are tagged and notified here. So every possible outcome that somebody did, you can sit back and track them here. Again, I put this in here, but if you want to keep track of, there's a pipeline for people that are in nurture sequence. Did they open up the email? Did they go through the demo? Did they click on the discovery calendar? Did they schedule a demo? All of these things. I don't have these things built into the workflows. I just have the pipeline. If you want to use it, all you have to do is add the step in the workflow. But for the most part, it's ready to go, and all you have to do is just add that step, and you're ready to go. So that's that. Let's see, for marketing. Here's the emails I was talking about. If you come here for email templates, there is like 22 sequences for the email nurture sequence. I'm just going to pick one. So hi contact, boom, boom, boom. Imagine this, going through a lot of this stuff. Try out our employee demo. Here's the phone number. This is a custom value. So as soon as you get that phone number, and whatever phone number you assign, whether it be local number, whatever, just take that number and add it to the custom value, and then this automatically gets populated. This button is also a custom value, so whatever text you want to appear on the button, schedule, strategy call, discovery call, whatever it is, you can do that here. And then there's a trigger link for that in turn goes to whatever discovery call website link you put in that custom value as well. So everything is built around custom values, and once you have that, it's all configured and done. But moving on to the automations, here are the workflows. If you come in here for AI workflow, here's your demo call workflow. This is one of those ones after somebody calls the demo line, they're going to get tagged. An internal notification is going to go out in your team saying, hey, somebody just went through the demo, and then it creates a task for somebody to follow up with them. So again, very simple, but you can execute and do whatever else you want at that point. But also here is the demo for AI employee. So whenever somebody goes through, I programmed the demo voice agent to require them to book an appointment, because ultimately if they're using the demo AI agent, I want them to book an appointment to show them that you can get appointments booked on a calendar inside of Highlevel without them having to answer the phone call, and how the automations behind the scenes work with them being able to get an email and potentially even text messaging. Now I haven't included text here, but if you come here, take a look, just every time they go through and somebody gets added to the demo calendar, it tags them with a demo, which is where they show up in the smart list for the contacts. Assigned to a user, I would definitely have somebody assigned to this for this. A confirmation email goes out. Let me see what it says here. Just basic appointment. This is the basic appointment stuff. Then it says, this is an example of the message we can create for your customers when they schedule an appointment with our new AI employee. Boom, boom, boom. Discovery call. If you want to, you can put your link here. So those are things. Here's an internal communication and another task that gets added. So again, all of these things are already pre-built. Here's your discovery call calendar. So if they do book a discovery call, this is a full-blown, 24 hours, they get a notification, email, text 4 hours before they get, and this is really just built off of one of Highlevel's recipes. So the cold email campaign, this is for the most part, it's kind of tedious, it's not hard, but it just tags them that they're in a nurture sequence. It starts this at a certain time, so if it gets started, if you want to, you can start it like at 7 o'clock the next morning, so that they always get the emails at a certain time every day, if you want to. And then here's email 1, wait 2 days, email 2, wait 2 days, things like that. So 22 email sequence will take about a month and a half or so. And then here's just the big sequence. Rather than having to create it yourself, just created it for you and connected all those templates that you saw in there. Now here's the one that says, is the email opened? Did they open up the email? If you want to tag them for that, this is what this is for. So you see, it just has the basic stuff in there. Once you set this up, and all you have to do is just go in and send out 100 emails, 500 emails, 5,000 emails a day to potential customers, and then they get the email sequence. They potentially can call the demo line. You'll see if they called the demo line. You'll see if they opened it. You'll see if they click on the discovery call, and you're able to track all the statistics inside there. If you ever come in here and take a look at your cold email campaign, if you didn't know this, if you come here and click on this little stats view, this is where, and we haven't used this yet, but this is where you get this cool stats view of each email. How much was delivered, what was opened, which ones, who clicked on anything, who replied, and even the bounce rate. Keep track of this bounce rate here. If this bounce rate gets high, then you might want to start cleaning up your list a little bit. So this right here, I'll let you take a look at this, but this is just something I put in here for, I call it contact management in case there's a bad email address, it bounces, people unsubscribe, to your email list. Is there anything you want to do? Me personally, if I'm dealing cold email like that and I'm dealing with people and emails bounce, I just delete the contact. Because if the email's going to bounce, I don't even want to have them in there to potentially bounce later. Just delete the contact, bad email address. If they unsubscribe, if they don't want me to get any more emails from them, then just remove them, delete the contact from the list. So, but that's up to you how you do that. Pipeline management, again, I don't have these built in here, but this is just the framework. If they go to stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, what do you want to do? At least the workflows are there for you to work from. And then just something regarding the trigger links that are clicked. So these are all the workflows that you get that are already sort of pre-built. You do have to publish them and turn them on in order for them to work. But here's where I did put a little bit of effort into here, because one of the biggest things I've noticed, at least people that are my affiliates, whenever they want to get started, is having a website that at least has common information about AI employee, the benefits, the services, and all the other stuff without having to build that all out. So this right here is just a simple funnel that I built with Funnel AI. I left it there, but I mean, use it if you want to. These are the websites that I've really built and that I have here. So if we take a look at this agency here, this is built off of a template I've gotten from another affiliate. I signed up years ago, so the template may look a little bit familiar. But again, this logo is a custom value. Go change the link for the logo. This logo automatically changes. This number right here, this 222 number, here's where people that go to your site, do our AI employee demo, call this number. So whatever number you have in the custom value, that also gets displayed here as well. So again, I built this kind of as an AI and reputation management site built together, but you can easily take out the reputation management pieces or turn those off if you don't want to. But again, here's where the AI employee and automated reviews platform for local businesses. Anytime they want to get started, takes them over to the pricing page. So if you go to products, you notice you get review management and then AI employee. So this right here is the basic one. I do have I've copied this template, but I do have a couple of pre-built videos that will demo AI employee and demo reputation management for you that I had created very generically. So there's no GoHighLevel logo, there's no branding, nothing like that at all. It's all about features, and I think I'll play one of them here for you when we get to that. But here are kind of the pages that you end up getting. And again, for the pricing page, it has just 2 reviews automation, AI employee, with just a pre-built list of things that you get with an FAQ. Feel free to update this, but at least it's a way to get started very quickly by changing your, once you create your products, because you will have to create your products with these. I can't automate that, but match your products with whatever pricing that you're going to put on here. And again, these are just pricing for this demo. Change it if you like. Now the live chat widget is automatically assigned for this, but if we take a look here, part of the thing about this is, besides having an AI demo line that somebody can call, what happens if you want to actually provide a link for the particular product. So here, if we can take a look, I'm going to turn this up a little bit and see if I can hear this. But if I go to AI employee, here's a video that I had created.
Business? You don't have time to answer every call, reply to every chat, or manage every review. That's where your AI employee comes in. It answers your phone 24/7, helping customers, collecting lead info, and booking appointments automatically. It responds instantly to website visitors, answering their questions and guiding them to take action. It even replies to your Google reviews, so you stay professional and engaged without lifting a finger, and let it handle the busy work while you focus on growing your business. Start saving time and making more money with your new AI employee.
So again, that was just one of them. I give that away again with the template, those videos. I have 2 of them built. I'm not going to go over the other one here, but I have 2 of them built for each one of these pages, AI demo 1 and 2, and I even have one for reputation management. Both of the AI demos are like less than 60 seconds. I think the reputation management, I think it might be like 90 seconds to 2 minutes, but they're short enough for you to be able to display and give an idea to people what the benefits of your services are and not talk the techie stuff. Answering phone calls, booking appointments, responding to reviews. Who cares about how it happens behind the scenes? But these are the kind of videos that once you put in front of people, you can even take that video and put it in one of your email sequences if you want to give people an idea. Go for it. I mean, it's inside of the snapshot, it's yours. But I wanted to at least have a couple of pre-built videos so that you don't have to do that. You can just kind of hit the ground running with that. So that's another thing that I had built. And that I think is about it. There's a chat, like a basic live chat widget. But when you combine all of these together, specifically like with the custom values I kind of told you about, these are all AI discovery call, button text, whatever you want that text to be. I have it as scheduled discovery call. Your business logo, change it. Demo phone number, discovery call, scheduling link. If you just want to have a different phone number and support email and things like that, or if you want to sell something and you're looking to sell something else, I put a sales landing page here that you can put in there as well. But these are just basic custom values that just using Highlevel. Once you fill these out, all the other email templates, the website automatically get changed. You connect your domain to Highlevel, you publish a website, boom, it's up and going. Your logo is there, your phone number is there, and everything is there. People can start hitting your site right away. If you have customers, you can load them in right away. Go, buy a list or get started. Email them out using the nurture sequence. You're just going to simply come here, highlight the people inside of contacts. Come here, click on execute workflow, choose the AI customer nurture sequence, and then send them off. And now they get 22 emails that you can send out, and over the next 45 days or so, they're going to be getting emails from you. And right there, they can either contact AI employee, or you can cold call them and follow up with them for those people that opened up an email or even did the demo line. So hopefully you can kind of get this. I really want to give you as much stuff as I can to sit back and help you guys get started, because Highlevel is really pushing this with this summer promo. It's giving you 3 months off. It's giving you free AI for that $97 for a full month that you can implement this. So you get 3 months off, you get unlimited AI, put those things together with my AI snapshot and you're ready to go. So I don't see any questions. Hopefully that's all I had right now, is just to kind of go over brand voicing and just some of the things that you could do to start building your own AI agency. I hope you found it useful. If you did, leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. I will get back to you. But guys, thanks so much.